Hi YouTube! Remember to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy what you are watching and listening to. The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess Episode 8, Hikikomari is transformed to a strange other world. This is Sukuna's memory. Hikikomari says the memory planetarium is pretty. Sukuna tells her it is not. Sukuna shows Hikikomari her first memory. Her sister is reading a book to her. Yes, her first memory is not as a baby, which I appreciate. Unless you personally go through a traumatic experience, you will not start to remember anything until you are 4 or 5. Sukuna's older sister is also named Hikikomari. To not make anyone confused, I'm going to not call Sukuna's sister Hikikomari. I'm just going to say Sukuna's sister or Sukuna's older sister. Sukuna's family all got along. They would go stargazing for holidays. This is why she loves the nighttime sky. Sukuna asks Hikikomari if she knows what a wicked god slayer is. When I hear the word wicked god slayer, I think of the anime Fairy Tail or Black Clover type of plot that a wicked god slayer would be from. I feel like there is a certain anime that has God Slayer in it that I cannot remember the name. YouTube, can anyone help me? Sukuna says God is the dark core. I thought the dark core was an object, not a person. I am so lost now. Luckily, this is being explained. The dark core should be an object, but is being treated as if it were God. Inverse Moon is trying to slay the dark core. I really hope the wicked God Slayer is explained, unless that is just another name for Inverse Moon. And unfortunately, episode 8 does not explain what Wicked God Slayer actually is. We get a scene change of someone being killed. Inverse Moon will have their way no matter what. Inverse Moon killed Sukuna's family. Oh my god, stop! This explanation needs an explanation. Sukuna's family was killed by a ritual article, meaning when they died, they did not come back to life. Yet, they have been kidnapped. Are they dead or alive and captured? Make up your mind! Inverse Moon wanted to use Sukuna for her core implosion called Wheels of Asurzum. She can manipulate memories of those she killed. The man in charge of Inverse Moon says if Sukuna does a good job, he will tell her how to bring her family back. This is how she's being used. There is no magic or science nor anything that can bring the dead back to life. Once someone permanently dies, they stay dead. This is followed in fairy tales I've read and watched. If anyone comes back to life, they are not themselves and they get killed because they're a zombie or monster. They're not human. I know TV shows and movies also do this. When someone dies, they stay permanently dead. If they come back to life, it is because they only died for 2 seconds and they came back to life as like a vampire. Sukuna's family has been dead for a decent amount of time. Unfortunately for Sukuna, they need to stay permanently dead and they probably are permanently dead. I will have a problem if this anime show does bring them back to life. Sukuna tells Hikikomari she was the one who killed her dad and other high-ranking vampires to find where the dark core was located. Sukuna says she had to do it or her family would die. Make up your mind! Is her family dead permanently? Or are they actually alive? Pick a plot line and stay with it. Sukuna tells Hikikomari she is going to kill her and learn where the dark core is. We come out of Sukuna's memories. Sukuna tells Hikikomari she is no match for her. We get a very important question asked. Why is Sukuna talking about her family as alive when they are dead? Sukuna tells Hikikomari she will become Sukuna's big sister. Sukuna is recreating her family. Sukuna has lost it. She is the woman who loves constellations. She's all about, what is your zodiac sign? She will only be around those whose constellations are perfect with each other. So when a woman asks you what your birth sign is, try not to think of Sukuna. Sukuna is creating a new family, with Heaven as her father because he is an Aquila. He is perfect. Hikikomari will become her big sister because her constellation sign is also perfect. Hikikomari says fine, she will do it as long as Sukuna doesn't kill her. But Sukuna can kill her and rewrite her memories and she will never know. Sukuna doesn't kill Hikikomari. She will accept this deal. Oderling interrupts. See the one in charge of Inverse Moon? He beats up Sukuna for disobeying orders. Hikikomari tries to stop him and he breaks her arm and she's knocked out. Sukuna tells Oderling she is leaving Inverse Moon. He tells her that will not happen. She drinks an elixir and it has made her powerful. Before she is able to make the final blow, the elixir takes effect. Sukuna is in pain and is slowly dying, and that was the exchange for drinking the elixir. You die. She now is beaten up and cannot fight. She ends up getting knocked by Hikikomari. Sukuna, before passing out, remembers Blue Knight told her to have Hikikomari drink her blood. Oderling is happy the true powerful Komari is here. Komari drinks more of Sukuna's blood because that one drop of blood was not enough. Komari is definitely overpowered now. Karen is watching the whole fight. I guess she had a backup crystal because hers did break. Komari's ability is Mercy of the Lonely Crimson. The effects change depending on the blood she drinks. Her core implosion is extremely powerful that she could wipe out all 6 nations. Komari heals Sukuna. Sukuna was going to die for good because of the elixir, but because she is technically still alive, she hasn't officially died yet, she's healed. Odeling thinks Komari has power that doesn't rely on the dark core. Komari fights Odeling and she is winning. Odeling does not stand a chance and he runs away for now. Back at Odeling's headquarters, those around him are worried about his injuries. Odeling is talking to a man named Ematsu. Ematsu might be the one who's actually in charge of Inverse Moon, and he probably is. Because Odeling failed, his men attack him. Somehow the injured Odeling was able to kill them all. He is mad his plan failed and he had to kill his men. Komari appears and kills him. I'm not sure if his death is permanent or if he will be revived and we'll be seeing him in the future. We go to a few days in the future. Bill is feeding Komari in bed. Komari is recovering from the Crimson Lord War. Sukuna is there to visit. Karen tells Sukuna she is forgiven. She needs to act like a proper Crimson Lord now. Sukuna's men also forgive her. Sukuna talks to Heaven next. Heaven says she didn't completely give him false memories. He did know some things were a lie. He knew she was in Inverse Moon and wanted her by herself to get revenge on Inverse Moon. He watched her stand up for herself. Heaven thought the best thing he could have done as her fake father was to be there for her emotionally. Emotional support is so important. Heaven also tells her he was best friends with Sukuna's father. It is also why he went along with pretending, and he is okay with pretending. Komari, who won the Crimson Lord War, is given a 2 weeks vacation. During her 2 weeks vacation, she will be staying in her room. She's going to go back to being a shut-in vampire princess. She will sometimes ask Sukuna if she wants to hang out. They are friends. I am sad Komari says they are friends and not sisters, even though I know being family was not good and it happened on bad terms. Episode 8 ends with us seeing what the leader of Inverse Moon looks like and a few direct under him. Komari will have others after her. She either knows where the dark core is and doesn't remember, or her herself is the dark core. There are 4 episodes left for us to get an answer. Thank you for watching and listening. Subscribe to my channel. Go watch other videos I have made.